Good morning. This is Jason HALLAL. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning.
Jason, you've been serving as a Sunday school teacher for many, many years. So what do you find is the key for helping the next generation discover God in their life?
I think with any aspect of education, I think definitely heart is a huge aspect. Especially with younger kids, a smile or your energy is so important to like the classroom or your relationship with your other teachers. And so I think when, coming to Sunday school, having the energy, having the heart, or even just having a prayer beforehand is so important. And I think, of course, growing up, I had a really, really great community. I had a really great Sunday school, all the way from kindergarten with, Aunt Danielle, all the way to high school with, Uncle Joshua, not Uncle Joshua, but Reverend Holmes and Jennifer and Sarah and Satomi-san and Yo-Young and all these people, some of them that aren't even here anymore. It contributes to this welcomeness, this idea that we have this second family, we have this community. And I think when we, as Sunday school teachers, come to the classroom with this intention of wanting to have that family, of having that heart, and of wanting to, be there for this brother or this sister, it makes things so much more easier because they can feel that. Especially kids, they're still, they haven't gone through high school and middle school, and they haven't built these layers of maybe being ashamed or maybe being afraid, or they haven't changed their ego because of some school thing or some reasons. And so to some aspect, they're still their original self. The God in them is still so pure and so innocent. And so it's so important to build these relationships in this community now when they're young, so that they can remember that these LA Family Church relationships can last. I think that's most important, this family-oriented.
Really what do you think is the thing that you've learned the most of teaching younger kids?
Oh, I think, like a lot of people, patience. Sometimes they say things that are a little whoa, it's a little mean, but okay. But at the same time, again, you have to remember that they're still young. And I think it's also a great opportunity for teachers to be humbled and to practice this parental heart, to be an older brother. I'm the youngest, and so I'm used to, really being spoiled and being loved, and I'm the baby. And I'm spoiled like that. But I think one of the greatest things I've learned as a teacher is that, these kids, they really are, like God's child. That's God's child. That's someone else's son or daughter. And for them to be able to have the opportunity to have this community and to learn something new is so precious. Because all my friends, back in high school, they didn't have that. A lot of them didn't have that community. And if these young kids have this chance to learn something about God and to be able to have a chance to build a relationship with God, it's so precious. It's so essential, especially in this day and age. And so for me, I think the biggest lesson is that I can't take it for granted, this chance to be in this community, to give these kids a chance to know God, but also for me to be a mediator, to be able to share some aspect of high school or some aspects of my life of faith to them.